Greetings, my friend. Steve Macchia here. I love to travel. I especially love to travel if, number one, someone else has completed all the planning details, and that includes our flights and ground transportation, hotels, sights to be seen, our daily schedule, etc. I love that, especially when traveling with a group. I love, secondly, when we get to see awesome sights, the beauty of God's creation, the landscapes, the people, and of course, a gorgeous cathedral or two along the way. Thirdly, I love to go to places of historical significance, particularly if it's related to the history of the church. Fourthly, I love to travel during the best time of the year, which I think is either spring or fall, particularly if we're headed to Europe. And five, I love to travel when we do so as pilgrims more than as tourists, celebrating the spiritual significance of each step along the way. Well, if you're in sync at all with why I like to travel and the way in which we like to travel, then you just might be interested in joining Ruth and me at our LTI 2025 pilgrimage to the beautiful countries of Germany, France, and Switzerland in October of 2025. We will focus our attention on seeing beautiful parts of each of these countries, plus learning together about the reformers who led the church through a turbulent time known as the Protestant Reformation. People like Martin Luther and John Calvin, who led the way in the spiritual resurgence with a theological focus on the means of grace, the grounding of the word, the centrality of faith in Jesus Christ, and living life all for the glory of God. These pillars of our modern movement today have roots in the Reformation, and we want to learn from these reformers, these movement makers. We'll also spend some time discovering more about the German Lutheran pastor Dietrich Bonhoeffer, a reformer who stood up to Hitler in defense of the Jewish people in the early to mid 1940s. And he died a martyr for doing so. He wrote the classics, Cost of Discipleship and Life Together. And these will be a part of our conversations together about reforming our own soul. He was a fascinating figure indeed, and we have a lot to learn from him. So, this pilgrimage will be a powerful experience personally, relationally, spiritually, and historically. And I hope you can join us. There's limited space, so you'll want to act soon. Simply go to leadershiptransformations.org and click on the events button and then on the 2025 pilgrimage button, and you will get all the information you need for this fabulous experience. I hope you can join us. It will be lovely to have you a part of this group. And in the meantime, God bless you with an abundance of His grace, His mercy, and His peace. And as always, from our family to yours, lots of love.